All right, part two of sound. We didn't quite get it all done in one. Only got a few slides to finish up and some few basic things to talk about. But we were talking about the speed of sound, basically changing, but on average, about 330 meters per second. As I think of density, I know it's not density like it says, but a lot of times it's easier to think of it in terms of density. But it truly is the elasticity of the material. How easily can an object turn back into its initial or original shape is going to then be faster. But obviously, solids can return to their shape faster than liquids can, faster than gases can. So therefore, if you just solids are faster than liquids, liquids are faster than gases. But silly putty would not be a good thing for the wave to move through because it doesn't really go back to its original shape. Don't worry about it. I just know the basics of what it goes. We talk about sound and we can measure it as far as how loud it is by decibels, right? Really, what you're looking at is the amplitude. Remember, the amplitude is this midpoint of the wave, the distance between the midpoint and a crest or a trough. So the higher the amplitude, the louder the sound is going to be. And we say, most people can hear between 20 and 20,000 hertz. That's its frequency. But if we measure the amplitude, which is one of those other characteristics of all waves, that's going to tell us really how loud the object is going to be. And you can have machines that will measure the sound. Notice it's a compression and refraction wave, but when it kind of goes through the machine, it changes it into more of a transverse, so you can see the crest and the trough. 0 decibels is the threshold of hearing. You always say, well, I listen to loud music and stuff like that because you can damage your hearing by having too loud of noises. So loudness does determine your threshold of how much you can actually hear. Down in this corner, I'll give you some idea what is the threshold of different animals and what they can hear and can't hear. We say bats have ultrasonic decibels they let out that bounce back, and that's how they use and be able to fly at night. But if you look at their range, goes above what our range can get into. So that's why we say it's ultrasound. But if you look over on this side, what you end up getting is the decibels. Anything above, even if you start getting into this green area, you start getting some damage to your hearing. But just a thing for you to look at and follow. So know that sound is a regular wave. It has all of those things, characteristics that we'd have: crest, trough, wavelength, amplitude. We configure its speed. But it is vital for our communication is to be able to hear and communicate. So any questions, feel free to email. We'll look at our last one is going to be on light for this week.